Hello and welcome back to the Aquarium podcast. We are back and it's February now. We're recording the 2nd of February. It's February now. How are you doing, Tuna?
I'm doing fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Should we just get straight into it then?
Still waking up.
You're still waking up. We're recording this vaguely early because we're just getting it out of the way before I stream. And let's get into our new opening segment, songs that we've been listening to this week. Tuna, I've listened to yours. Do you want to say what yours is?
It's from John Michael Howell. It's like an independent artist. I figured I'd put a song in there that Ollie might like.
I didn't like it
As
that
to
much.
not like berate him with Kendrick Lamar or something.
I didn't like it that much, I can't lie.
Fuck. What is your taste? I'm trying.
It's just a song that you've been listening to this week. It doesn't have to match my taste. I thought it was
I know, but that's going to be my goal. I'm going to find a song
that we both
that
like.
you think is fine. That's like, alright. Sounds decent.
It's salvageable.
That's not enough for me.
I thought it was okay. I wouldn't listen to it again, personally. Yeah, originally I thought it was a song by the Rolling Stone, but I was like, oh no, it's just a song called Rolling Stone, and I was like, okay, interesting tune. I listened to it and I was like, this is kind of mid, to be honest. And then mine is a song that I don't think you've ever heard of before. Tell Me You Know by Good Kid. Yeah, I think it's really good. I've always thought that way. So, going back to episode 1, I did say that this is one of the few Good Kid songs that I didn't like. After Tuna was like, I listened to that one and it was good, I decided, I'll give it another go. And it is a good song. I don't know what I was cooking initially, to be quite honest.
I mean, it's weird in the first place that it's like, yeah, I just don't like it while you like the artist. Yeah, like usually it's like, hey, it's meh, it's okay, it's fine, but like, not.
No, there are good kid songs that I do not like, and like I gave another go, and I still do not like Madeline, yeah, and Pox, don't like it. I also don't like Ground, not good. Don't think they're good songs.
Alright, I've changed my song.
You've changed your... Hold on, this can't
is
happen.
A more humorous song.
Well, this is for next week now, because I can't listen to that right now. We're on the... It would be very unprofessional for me. This is very unprofessional, Tuna. This is a very serious podcast. I cannot believe
Get out of
that
here.
you would ruin the integrity of this mighty, mighty podcast. Our last podcast got a grand total of 8 views, so it's getting pretty serious up in here. In fact, guys, this is our 6 subscribers special. Thank you, everyone, for the incredible support.
We're at the time where we have more subscribers than views.
No, we don't.
Why the hell am I searching YouTube in the YouTube bar? What the hell? What is wrong?
Why are you searching on YouTube in general? This is a very serious podcast. You shouldn't be searching up on YouTube.
Yeah, imagine you're listening on Spotify and then it's like, YouTube? What is this place? What? Eh? Never heard of it.
Okay.
I don't want to hear that word again in my life.
Let's start off here with some goals for February. Do you have any goals for February? Because I do.
Starting my next semester of school, I suppose, but that's not really a goal.
That's not a goal. That's something that's going to happen out of your control. Because of how late we recorded the last episode, we've had like no time to prepare for this one. Because this is only Sunday, because Gina can't do Monday or Tuesday.
No, I'm actually going to a tennis match.
What tennis match?
The ANWB tennis.
Well, now we know how to find you.
Tournament.
Now we know how to find you.
Yeah, exactly. I'll be at Ahoy.
But some pretty crazy news has come out today. You follow basketball, right?
Yeah, look at Doncic going to the LA Lakers for Anthony Davis.
My brother's fucking sick. Actually sick to his stomach.
What the hell have the Mavericks been cooking?
My brother's a Mavs fan, and Luka Doncic is like his favorite all-time player. I'll
be supporting the LA Lakers now, I suppose.
I think he has like 2 Luka Doncic shirts.
But also, like, LeBron James didn't know about it at all. It's like he's like good buddies with Anthony Davis, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh yeah, he's being traded to the Mavericks. It's like, what the fuck?
I think Kieran's my brother. He's saying it's the worst trade in NBA history.
It's a weird call for sure.
Anyway, as we're moving on, let me just say my February goal is to hit 300 followers on Twitch. We're only 12 away. I think I got about like 12 followers in January, so I'm hoping that I can get another 12 in February and hit 300 followers. And if I do hit 300 followers, when I do, I have faith. I'll do a 24-hour stream. See all of you guys there.
No, it actually seems like you're now 13 followers away. I'm trying to make your goals not happen.
Did you unfollow?
I'm kidding. Okay.
I mean, that'd be pretty skillful for you to get over to Twitch that quickly.
Oh, I'm already there, though.
Are you on my channel? You're waiting for me to go live
Yes.
so you can see me?
I'm in the chat. I mean, I can prove it.
You can
Just send a message.
Did you know? Well, I
Wait, can you not see that in Streamlabs?
Wait, no, I have it closed. I'm connecting to chat now. Yeah, it says lol.
You can. Is there a follow H command?
No, follow H doesn't work anymore.
This API is deprecated and discontinued. Bruh.
Anyway, let's move on to another topic. Your topics this week have been very cinema focused. Why is that?
I don't know. I was just thinking about it the other day, so.
So you wanted to talk about it here.
'Cause-
Speaking of, have you ever watched Parasite?
Oh, that Korean.
Yeah, the
film?
one that won Best Picture.
I haven't watched it, but
I watched it yesterday. It is really good. I really did enjoy it.
yeah, I'm pretty sure it won some Oscars. So
It won
doesn't really
Best
surprise
Picture.
me.
It won Best Film of the Year.
Yeah, so it doesn't really surprise me.
So
that
hypothetically, it's the best film of 2019.
Yeah, but I mean, if you see the Oscars nowadays, for like a random ass movie gets 13 nominations for the Oscars, and it's like everyone is like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah, like
You know?
what you talk about Emilia Perez.
Yeah,
That film is fucking dog shit, by the way.
I've heard about the.
I saw
director of
one
that,
clip
it's
and I was like, I saw one clip and I was like, even if the rest of this film was the perfect film of all time, this clip alone means that it is absolute fucking dog shit.
but this is like what the second most nominees for the Oscars ever, and it's a movie that doesn't even have higher than a 6 on IMDb.
It is fucking horrendous.
Diabolical.
Like, it's
And the
diabolically
reviews?
bad.
Horrible. It's
Dude, it's supposed to be set in Mexico, and there's not a single Mexican actor or staff involved. It was written by a French person.
Yeah, and I think the director or something said that he didn't do any research into Mexican culture, so it's just like stereotypes. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
What I've heard.
Also, the thing with the Doncic trade to look back is that Doncic didn't even know it was happening. He
Bruh.
only just found out and said it was a deal that was formulated in the shadows.
Bruh. Yeah, I'm curious what all the people involved are having to say about this.
Dude, like, Mark Cuban is quoted as saying that, like, if you gave him the option of trading Luca or getting divorced, he'd be in the divorce office that very morning. But I'm pretty sure he's not in charge anymore.
No, I'm pretty sure he sold it.
It's like crazy.
Even my national news center made a post about it. What the fuck?
But it's absolutely crazy. But anyway, Parasite is really good. Like the final like the last half an hour of the film is quite harrowing, and like it's pretty good, I'd say. I think it has lots of it's a very good commentary, and it has lots of like overt and covert metaphors about capitalism, and I think it's very good, and I recommend it. It's only on HBO, so I recommend.
Well, I don't have HBO.
I'm pretty sure it's not expensive. And then you also have with HBO as well. HBO is great as well because you have every Harry Potter film. You have like pretty much every film made by Warner Brothers. You have all of Cartoon Network, every Cartoon Network show, every episode. You've got all of.
Netflix only has like a regular show, like the first 2 seasons or something.
I'm pretty sure
It's
HBO
diabolical.
has all of it. And it also
I'll
has all.
think
It has
about
it has
then.
all of Steven Universe. It has all of Adventure Time. All of
Yeah, I don't
Gumball.
care about those.
Go fuck
I've watched
yourself.
it when I was younger, but
I watched
don't really
Adventure
care.
Time start to finish last year, and it was pretty good. I've also watched Steven Universe start to
Damn.
finish many times. Steven Universe, best animated show of all time. Don't even at me.
Alright, I'm going to the IMDb page now.
What is your obsession with
8.1,
IMDb?
that's pretty good. I still think Gravity Falls is, in
Gravity
my
Falls
opinion, the
is
best
good,
animated show.
but the thing is with Steven Universe is it has a bit of a underwhelming ending purely because Cartoon Network made it have a rushed ending due to it having a gay marriage scene in the final season.
Is that the case? Because I see a 9.6 on IMDb.
For
last
what?
episode.
Oh,
The rating.
the last episode, yeah, but like it could have. They wanted the last season to be a whole. Like the last few episodes, because the last few episodes, the finale of it is an extension of season 5. They wanted a whole season 6 to fully wrap it up, and they had to fit so much. I think they did very well for having to rush it into so few episodes, but I think it could have been so much better if it wasn't like forced to have. I think it's still good. I think it's still very good.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely a good series. I just think Gravity Falls is better.
Have you watched it start to end? Because season 1,
I haven't watched it start to end, no.
I think season 1 is, at some points it can be a hard watch it and it can drag a little bit, but I think it's very important for world building.
Yeah, but I mean,
And
if it's not as
think
entertaining to watch, I feel like if you really want to be the best or one of the best, you really need to have the best of both worlds, you know?
I've also watched Gravity Falls start to finish because I have Disney Plus.
It sucks that there are only 2 seasons, though.
But I mean, that's what they want. That's what the creator of the show wanted.
Yeah, true. True.
They didn't want any more.
Can't really complain about that.
Anyway, let's move on to a next topic, which is you're saying cinemas. Are they going out? Are they what's their life expectancy? How long can they still survive? I think they've still got a bit, because I think there are some films that like people like. Well, it's a spectacle, and you want to go watch it in the cinema. Your Dunes, your Oppenheimers, you know, like there's a big advantage of watching it in IMAX. But I think cinemas are gonna become smaller. And I think eventually they're going to become more exclusively IMAX, because that's like a special experience that is like when people go to a cinema. If you're going to a cinema, you're gonna watch. Sometimes you want to watch it in IMAX. Like that's what Oppenheimer was kind of made for. Like you kind of had to watch it in IMAX.
True, but I feel like if you speak at it on like average, I think most movies nowadays make a loss in cinemas, and then they go to streaming services, and then I think they make most of their money. I'm not sure how it is, of course, but
I think what is gonna happen is we're gonna see less films in cinemas. Like films that aren't like huge cinematic masterpieces aren't really gonna go out in cinemas per se as much. Like it's gonna be more. They just come out on the streaming services, or they release elsewhere, or like some like in a different way, you know. And I think your big pictures, your big like Oppenheimers and Dunes, they're gonna go out on cinemas. They're gonna go out on IMAX and all of that stuff. That's what's gonna end up happening.
Yeah, but I feel like the majority knows like eventually they're gonna be on streaming services. So it's like, should I wait and get the movie pretty much just for free because I already have the subscription? Or do I really go and pay $15 or something to go and watch that movie?
Some cinemas are really taking the cake with prices these days. My local cinema is pretty fine.
I don't know how.
My local cinema is really good. It's like €6, but they aren't massive. It isn't a massive cinema. It doesn't have big screens, but it's still fine. It's still very good. You know, some days they're down to €4 for a ticket to watch like a film. That's pretty good. I'm
actually checking the prices.
Of your local, like in the UK, my local cinema in the UK these days, it's like 30 Great British pounds to watch a film, sometimes more.
Yeah, I'm seeing 17.50.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
But like £30 is like €40.
Yeah, that is just nuts. But I feel like they also just don't expect maybe
£30
as many people,
£30
so
is
it's like
€36. This is
that's
pretty wild.
ridiculous though.
Also, if we're looping back as well, this isn't on the thing, but to the Switch 2, it's gonna end up. It's gonna end up. I believe it's gonna end up being cheaper.
It's gonna be a weekly topic.
I think it's gonna be cheaper in the UK to buy. No, it's gonna be cheaper in Spain to buy the Switch 2 because it's gonna be 400 in every currency, almost. So it's $400.
I hate it when countries or when companies do that.
It's gonna be £400, €400, $400. So I think it's gonna be cheapest to buy in the US.
Yo, is it gonna be 401?
I don't think it's gonna be 401.
Yo.
Everyone's rushing to fucking Korea.
To Korea.
401 in USD.
Yeah, like
20,
euros,
27 US cents. Everyone get your asses down to fucking Korea. Let's buy ourselves a Switch for 27 US cents.
I'm immigrating. See you later, boys. I'm packing my stuff as we speak.
You're gonna get cheap fucking everything. But I think it is gonna be cheaper in there. Things tend to be like when because like you can get a lot further with like €10 in Korea than you can in Spain. Like the cost of living crisis in these countries with inflated currencies is like so much lower.
Yeah, but it's just like certain countries. Switzerland is very, very expensive. I know that. I feel like the Netherlands is also slowly becoming more expensive.
I think Spain's still pretty fine. The cost of living isn't very high.
I'll actually search out what are highest cost of living in Europe. I can't type. Okay. Switzerland is the most expensive. Of course, expected that. Then Iceland, okay. Ireland, Norway, Luxembourg, Denmark, then the Netherlands.
Okay.
And then I don't even see Spain on here. United Kingdom is right below the Netherlands. So.
Like, does that mean it's got a worse cost of living or a better?
No. The higher it is on the list, the more expensive it is.
So the Netherlands is the more because like the UK is having a cost of living crisis right now.
Really?
Yeah. Things
Damn.
like I don't know. It's gotten pretty bad in the UK. I don't know.
Is that partially because of the Brexit?
Partially, probably more than partially. Jesus fucking Christ, man!
I don't know much
but you know what,
about it. All right.
I'm in terms of Brexit and like getting out of the UK, I'm fine because I have a UK and Spanish passport, and I don't have to renounce either upon turning 18. I can keep both my entire life.
Nice. So later, when you do football for a living, you can be called to both countries.
Yeah, of course. When I am a professional football player, which I obviously will become.
Will definitely happen.
Obviously.
Yep. Also
what?
I don't think we've talked about this one. Are movies regressing?
No, we haven't. What's your take on this?
I feel like there are not enough original movies coming out, you know? If it's like a series, sure, because, you know, the Spider-Verse movies, they're great, and they are original.
Uh-huh.
They were not in the comics whatsoever, and that's really sick, you know? Making, what is it? I don't think trequel is a word.
I think it is. I think it is.
It is?
Well, technically,
all right.
I think it technically is a sequel because, like, it's directly linked to Across the Spider-Verse. So I think it's a sequel to Across the Spider-Verse.
I suppose so, but that movie series is original, and that is really sick.
Yeah.
But I feel like nowadays, we're not seeing, like...
And that...
all the movies are really safe. Like, I get it. You're spending, like, 200 million on a movie that's, like... You know, it's insane to really go do something daring, something really original.
Mm-hmm.
It's just make a random ass shitty action movie like Red One. You know,
Yeah.
it's really generic and not that great, and it doesn't really have an amazing story. It's more about action scene into action scene into action scene, which is also why all the Marvel movies I think are failing right now.
Yeah. I'm excited for the next Spider-Man film, but as well with Spider-Verse, that shit is not coming out.
What do you mean it's not coming out?
It's not coming out, dude. They scrapped they're currently writing it. They scrapped the original story, and are currently rewriting.
What? Nah.
Yes, that is true. Speaking of
They
Spider-Man, and also okay, first before we go into Spider-Man, let's talk a little bit about shit just not coming out. Football Manager 2025 might not be coming out, and Sports Interactive may be going under, and I don't know how to feel.
Bro, get that refund while you can.
No, because like if they go under, they'll refund everyone who's still in there. But I'm pretty sure Sports Interactive is gonna get dropped by Sega, and if they don't, if they're unable to release FM 2025 before November, they're getting dropped by Sega, and it's like the end of Sports Interactive, and it's the end of Football Manager.
So you don't think they'll drop it before November?
No, I think FM 25 has to release, or that's it for Sports Interactive.
I mean, like, November is a really broad deadline, though, I feel.
Because November is when FM 26 would come out, and they also would have to release an FM 26.
Yeah, but, like, they'll release, like, FM 25 before November, no?
They extended their deadline from November to March and said that you'll get a gameplay trailer in January. We still don't have a gameplay trailer. We haven't seen anything of the game yet.
Yeah, that is pretty shitty.
Like, they set their own deadline and said you will have a gameplay trailer ready by the end of January, and we're on the 2nd of February now, and there is nothing.
Yeah, it's pretty shit. But, I mean, there's no way. Like, how big is that company?
It's not that big.
I'm sure they'll do their best.
I mean, they will. I mean, they obviously don't want to go under. It's a lot of passionate people. They've been preparing for this game since like 2021. They've been like, they got Unity. They were like looking for people with, they were looking for people who were, what's the word? They were looking for people who have experience in Unity in like 2021 on job listings. So they've been preparing for this game for a while.
Yeah. But
they still.
I mean, sure.
I think I really just want FM25, man. Like, I've got my diamond hands, and I'm still in there, and I'm still ready to receive FM25. I'm not getting a refund just yet. I'm holding out hope.
It's tough though. If they don't really share what's happening behind the scenes,
mm-hmm.
and you get something like this, because I don't know if you've heard of the game Subliminal.
No.
Because they had like a trailer or something. Because it was like a solo developer, I'm pretty sure, that released like a trailer in 2020 when all the backroom games were no, I think it was 2022 when all the backroom games were like a hype and stuff.
Okay.
With like Game Pixel series, and that got a lot of hype. It got, I think, over 1 million views, the trailer.
Okay.
And then I think he got picked up by a small studios, and then there was a separate department or something from advertisement, and it just went completely to shit. It was like, all right, the game will release at the end of 2022 or something, and then it became beginning 2023, end 2023, and then it got pushed back again and again and again. So now it's still not being released.
Mm-hmm.
There's a video on that on YouTube.
What's it called? Subliminal?
Subliminal.
I see it.
It might be something similar happening to FM25, but I'm not sure. I don't know what that situation is.
No, because it's still owned by Sega. It's been owned by Sega the whole time.
Yeah, but it might be like a separate group that does the advertisement. Like, all right, it will release then, but the programmers are still
No,
not
because
ready
the
yet.
person who releases the statements is Miles, who is like he is like the person who oversees Sports Interactive. He is a dev. He's the one who releases all the updates and says, "So this is what's going on. This is what you need to expect. This is what we're looking to release the game." It's like an actual person who's working on the game who releases it all
Yeah,
and who talks
maybe it's
about it.
just pressure them or something. Like,
I don't know.
it needs to release as soon as possible. So I'm just putting up a deadline that I hope,
Mhm.
but doesn't account any errors or stuff like that just popping in.
Yeah. Okay. Well, anyway, let's move on to what I wanted to say with Spider-Man is rank all of the Spider-Man films, all of the live-action ones. Okay, that's Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and Tom Holland. I want to hear yours first because my brother greatly disagreed with my rankings.
I haven't watched the Tobey Maguire movies in a very long time though.
I think they're dog
I don't
shit,
know.
personally.
Wow.
I think
I mean, they're the original though. They gotta give some credit to
second
them.
one's good. First one's kind of ass. Third one's awful. I think they are the three
Third
worst.
one wasn't that
I
great from memory. Second one was pretty decent with
The
Doc Ock.
personally in my IMO, the three Tobey Maguire films are the three worst ones.
Sure, but like back in the time, those movies were really great and they really just helped the Marvel become Marvel what it is today.
Here's my personal ranking. Okay, first is No Way Home. Second is Homecoming. Third is Amazing Spider-Man 1. Then Amazing Spider-Man 2. Then Far From Home. Then Spider-Man 2. Then Spider-Man 1. And then Spider-Man 3 last. Those are my personal rankings.
All right, fair, fair. I would.
I'm not a big fan of Far From Home. I think it's kind of mid. And I think Amazing Spider-Man 1 I think is a great film. I think Amazing Spider-Man 2, while worse than Amazing Spider-Man film, is still a good film. It gets a lot of shit, but I think it's good.
I feel like the newest Spider-Man movies are the best
I
for
really like
sure.
I really like Tom
It's more
Holland.
of a coming of age story than, Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire. I mean,
I
you
think
literally see
I
dudes that
think
are near their 30s already, just being Spider-Man.
they weren't near their
It's
30s when they were Spider-Man.
Were they like beginning 20? I thought they were like 20, 25
Hold
around
on.
that or near their 30s.
Hunt.
Like at the end, they were definitely nearing their 30s, no? Because I think he already did like Hacksaw Ridge. He was 27 at the time
Toby
when
Maguire was
Amazing
20.
Spider-Man
Okay,
came.
Toby Maguire was 26 when he played Spider-Man.
Yeah, and Andrew Garfield was
26.
27.
He didn't look 27 IMO.
27 at the first Spider-Man. So, like with
Yeah.
the latest series, they
He was
really went
19.
with yeah. So they
But
really went with
I
someone
like
that
Tom
was
Holland for
younger.
personal reasons. Like he's literally from my town. His brother literally went to a secondary school that I've been in, and I've played cricket there. I didn't go there, but I played. There was winter nets there, and we had played cricket there. Like I literally know where he went to school. Someone who went to my his mum was a photographer for a local primary school, and I knew someone who went to that primary school, and they all knew his mum.
That's weird, but also funny, I
Like
suppose.
my brother, a bunch of people, like bro, Tom Holland and Zendaya have been to my local fucking Waitrose for fuck's sake. Like, there's pictures of them there. Waitrose is just like a supermarket, by the way, but it's a bit of a
Oh,
it's a bit of a posh, more high end supermarket.
nice detail to put in. Just
It's no Tesco. It's no
random.
Tesco.
I don't even know Tesco. For all I know, it's just a random ass supermarket.
Tesco's the best supermarket of all time.
Isn't it weird though how some supermarkets are like more for high end people? Like they're more focused on being
Waitrose.
sustainable and local.
If you ask someone, yo, what like supermarkets do you mainly go to, and they say Waitrose and M&S, they are in the 1%. Just saying. If they say no, it's the Waitrose M&S double. Okay, that means that their father fucking plays croquet. It's just a guarantee.
All right.
Like
Sure.
I shop in Waitrose every now and then, but mainly because it's actually the closest one. There's a Tesco that's close by. Mainly go Tesco
Yeah.
and Sainsbury's.
I mean, nowadays when I have like a lunch break at college, I always go to the Albertine because that's always the closest, of course, and it's fucking everywhere. It's also the cheapest, I think.
I love me some Mercadona or Carrefour.
Yeah, I never heard of those.
You've never heard of Carrefour?
You probably haven't. No.
It's big in Spain and France. It's French.
Yeah, but I like never heard of it.
If you go Spain or France, they're everywhere.
Well, I never go there.
Have you never? You've never been. You've never been to France.
I've been there, but I was.
You would have seen a Carrefour if you've been to France. That is like a guarantee.
Like 8 or something at the time.
Well, you should have remembered better, idiot.
That was over 12 years ago.
You should, bro is 20.
Fuck you want from me, you little young.
Bro is literally an unk. That's pretty hard to get by. I can't lie. Imagine only being 2 years younger than my brother. That is unk behavior.
Bruh.
So do you turn 21 this year?
Yeah.
That's fucking. That is horrendous. That is horrendous from you. That is so bad.
How is that horrendous?
Dude, I can't believe it, man. Either way, we've gotten so unbelievably sidetracked. Okay, final topic. Tottenham are fucking dog shit and I want to kill myself.
Alright, that was just a statement. I think we've also missed one topic.
Which
what
topic?
Are some good series to watch now?
Okay, well, let's get on with Tottenham. Dude, we're
winless.
We're winless in the league in 10 games. We're looking at relegation. We are unironically 16th. 16th! Like, do you know how many crash outs I've had on stream at this point over this stupid fucking stupid fucking team? Okay? We play today. We play Brentford. We just signed someone. Finally. We've had like 7 million rejections. And we're finally signing somebody. It's so Jova, dude. We're actually getting relegated. And we have like the best stadium in the league. And we're going
Alright, now that Ollie has been able to let that out of his system.
Fuck off, stupid Ajax supporter. 3-2. Do you remember that night in Amsterdam? I remember that night. I remember beating your ass 3-2 in Amsterdam. Oh, I bet. Do any of your brothers or any of your family members watch Ajax support them?
No.
Fuck. Not a single one? Not an aunt or an uncle? Not a cousin?
No.
Fuck's sake. Because
none of my family members really support a club. My dad watches football, but he's just like, alright, I'll support the one that does the best, or, you know, that plays international. Just pro Netherlands, you know.
He's pro Netherlands. Then I bet he fucking cried when we beat Ajax in 2019. I bet he did. Oh my god, that is the best day of my life. Beating Ajax, going to the Champions League final.
It was a bit of luck, though, no?
What luck?
Well, I mean, Ajax was in front, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, but it wasn't luck. We dragged our way back in. Yeah, we lost the first leg 1-0 in Tottenham. Donny van de Beek scored a goal because Lloris is fucking terrible.
Yeah, and then you were 2-0 behind.
Yeah.
And then eventually...
And then second half, Lucas Moura, who has done like nothing before then, nothing since, rocked up, scored a hat-trick on your dog shit club, and sent Tottenham to a first Champions League final in our history. Oh my god. I
feel like I should be offended, but I'm not, because I don't really support the club.
Dude, we scored in the 96th minute to send it through. Every time I watch the highlights of that game, I cry, and I am not embarrassed to admit that. I cry tears of joy every time I watch. Okay, so some good shows. I'm waiting.
What was the greatest moment I've watched live was Max Verstappen in the 2021 Abu Dhabi final.
Max Verstappen. I don't give a shit about that one.
It's a very controversial moment, because if you know, you know.
Is it the one where Hamilton?
Watching that live,
when Hamilton got fucked over and almost took legal action.
Well, fucked over.
Wait, hold on. Pause.
I mean, they should have gotten rid of the lapped cars already a lap or two before. They shouldn't have
Chino,
done it so late. That was the mistake.
Chino, give me a second.
Alright.
I am back.
Now that you are finally done muting.
Okay.
Where was I?
Talk about Max Verstappen.
Yeah, the 2021 Abu Dhabi final. It was like all over. I think there was like a 20-second gap or something. And then safety car.
I don't know what any of
Which
this
was
means.
nuts. No, but like Latifi, you know, Nicholas Latifi, which is the goat of Formula One, just puts it in the wall with like 10 laps remaining or something, and it's like, holy shit, he might actually still have a shot. And then
Yeah.
you're all hyped. Then it's eventually like, all right, 5 laps remaining. There's still a safety car. Maybe they'll just end under it, and then it's like down again. And then eventually, okay, left cars may overtake, which was a bit controversial, because I feel like they should have done it earlier. But then it all goes up again, and then it was like 1 lap to decide the title, which was, of course, completely unfair, because Hamilton couldn't pit anymore. Because
Okay.
I don't think he even had soft tires remaining.
I don't know what any of this means.
Well, it's because you're not an intellect in the sport, to put it nicely. It was just completely unfair.
I think there should be. I think there should be a
It was
debate.
nuts.
I think there should be a debate, as if it's even a sport. I hold F1 in the same brow of a sport as I hold darts and golf.
Darts is pretty nice.
It's not a sport though.
What the fuck? You hold F1 in the same category as
Boring, monotonous.
as like intensity.
Yeah.
Bruh.
And especially in entertainment value.
So we're talking about how intense the sport is for your body, like physically as well?
Well, maybe not physically, because I'm pretty sure F1 can just... But you're not really doing much. I don't feel like there's any skill to it. It's just have the better car, nyum nyum.
Well, that's easy to say when you just watch the best drivers in the world.
I do it fine. I do it better.
Bruh. These people are like under so high G-forces. Like a normal person would just get his head fucking smacked side by side while you're driving that car. You have to press the brake pedal extremely hard for them to even just work. And then still drive optimally is insane. You're going at points 200 kilometers per hour through a corner.
Yeah.
That is nuts.
Okay. Sure, whatever you say, dude. Anyway, let's move on to series and shows. Good shows.
What are some good series to watch nowadays?
Young Sheldon. Young Sheldon's really good. Unironically, it's really good. I find it very surprising that a show coming a show that's a spin-off of a show as fucking dog shit as Big Bang Theory is as good as Young Sheldon is.
I've never watched it.
I recommend it. There's a really, really funny episode where like young Sheldon starts like supporting communism and the Cooper house the Cooper household is investigated by the FBI.
Well, that's weird.
It's very funny.
To say the least.
It's very funny.
I don't know if that'd be funny.
They almost get deported from the US.
It just sounds like they're about to fucking immigrate to the USSR. Like,
but it's set during the Cold War. It's set in like the 80s, 70s, 80s. So it's still like, I'm waiting for the final season to finally be on Netflix.
Isn't that like at the time of the Cold War?
Yeah, it is exactly. That's why they're investigated by the FBI.
Bruh.
It's very funny.
Bruh.
It has very funny moments. Also, did you see that like the daughter from Young Sheldon, Missy, ended up being a Twitch streamer with a faceless Twitch streamer with a relatively large following?
No.
This came out on Twitter. There was this faceless like non-binary streamer that was just like, okay guys, time to say who I really am. Yeah, I'm the fucking actor behind Missy.
Missy Cooper?
Yeah.
Never heard of her. But again, I've never.
I recommend. It's on Netflix. I'm waiting for the 7th season to be on Netflix so I can watch it. It's the final one.
Well, recently I have been enjoying Ash vs Evil Dead, but I don't think that's a series you would watch. Yeah. It's very fun though. as like a person that knows enough. I wouldn't say I'm like really a know-it-all in horror culture, but
I'm
I
not.
know the Evil Dead series,
I don't
and
like horror. I don't think I've ever watched a horror film, or
it's like I mean it does get very like bloody, but it isn't like, well, it's gory, of course, but like not in like a gruesome way. It's
Mhm.
more like, oh yeah, guy gets beheaded, but it's a demon, and they're like making jokes the entire time, and it's more like action.
Okay.
So it's like it's not really like you don't care
I
at
like
all. It's
I
more
like a lot
like,
of
whoa,
Netflix originals.
dude got beheaded. Funny.
I like a lot of
It's
Netflix
demon dead.
Demon Dead. I like a lot of Netflix originals like Alexa and Katie. She-Ra is very good. No Good Nick is very good. Alexa and Katie is one of my favorite shows of all time. I think it's quite good. I think if you remove the laugh track, it is a genuinely good show. Like it's just a good. I think
You are naming series I have never heard of in my life.
I don't know if you'd like it. I don't know. It's basically just a sitcom about a girl's recovery story from cancer, but it is quite funny and I do quite enjoy it. There's also One Day at a Time, which doesn't have a laugh track. I'm pretty sure it doesn't, but it's very good. It's quite funny and I do like it.
Like some series I have watched, they're not like generic, maybe a little more niche. From, but that's again horror. Dark, but I think that's also a very the Scooby Doo Mystery Incorporated. That's also a very good animated show
That fucking
for
show
sure.
that show gave me fucking nightmares.
It's 6 years and older. That's hilarious. I feel like I just scared my entire apartment complex by making that weird sound as a laugh, but we'll ignore it.
It wasn't loud enough for your entire.
I
Um,
feel like my mic really plays it down.
hmm
Oh, Daybreak, also a very good series, but it unfortunately got cancelled after one season. Lockwood and Co., which is also one of my favorite series,
Lock
and
wouldn't
I'm
go.
actually reading the books. It's about like sort of a Ghostbusters, like ghosts are real, and there's like they come back, people from the dead as like ghosts, and it's like why? No one knows, but only kids can see them, and they have to get rid of the ghosts. It's pretty funny. Uh,
I see.
I feel like it maybe goes a little bit fast because they condensed two books in 8 episodes, so I
Hey,
feel like that's a little bit of a crime.
that is a bit of a crime. Bro, they
Yeah, there are
condensed
5 books in total.
two books into 8 episodes, and then the one book into 3 films with The Hobbit. That's crazy.
Yeah,
Speaking of The
it's
Hobbit and the
nuts.
Lord of the Rings, fucking snooze fest. I do not like the Lord of the Rings. I
I've watched the first movie and I thought it was fine, but
I
I don't
think
know.
I
I
think
feel
the
like
Hobbit
I'm kind
films
of
and the Lord of the Rings films fucking suck ass, and I'm ready to come under fire. My brother and my dad love it, and I just can't.
I didn't like it that much as well. I thought it was good. It was fine, but I don't know. It's not like to me like one of the best movies of all time.
Well, we've this comes to a close, and now let's go to our viewer suggestions for this week.
Are you just gonna berate viewers now, like handpick them
Yes,
and be like, "Yes, you fuckers
11:40.
didn't
It
do
is now
anything."
1:19. I sent a ping to everyone at
I feel like this is a
11:40,
little much,
and I
man.
got nothing. No
This is a
response.
little
You ought
much.
to all be ashamed of yourself. This is the first 3 episodes is what it all took for you guys to not
Oh
give us
my
a
god.
single viewer.
Madam Web is in my recently watched. No.
You've watched them. I haven't watched it.
No, I've watched 10 minutes, then I put it off because it was just too boring.
Is it the one with Sydney Sweeney?
I think she's in it, yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Oh no, fuck, I accidentally continued it.
I
No.
wouldn't. I wouldn't be bored. I wouldn't be bored if
Oh,
Sydney
it's
Sweeney was on my
okay.
screen. Anyway,
That's maybe a little much. Like, sure.
anyway,
Sure, she's pretty, but that's no, you don't no. What the fuck?
speaking of, did you know that the Arsenal fan base is called Gooners?
No.
They call themselves. There's like Arsenal fan counts. There's a Arsenal fan and Twitter account that's called Gooner Chris.
Why does it sound so stupid?
Do you not know? Do you not know what Guna means? Like the newer,
No?
Oh, look it up on Urban Dictionary, Tina. It's
Oh,
a newer definition of the word, and Arsenal fans can't let it go. Personally, I would let it go.
One who is
No,
completely and
don't say it out loud.
mistakenly
don't say it out loud.
embraces and loves it. What the fuck? And then also just a sentence like, I watch it all day. I think I'm becoming a gooner. It's like,
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we have been the Aquarium podcast. Tune in for next week.
why the fuck do you know these things?
Because I'm on Twitter all the time, okay? Alright, bye guys. Thank you for watching.
Calm the fuck down,
That's a wrap. That's a wrap. See you next week. See you next Wednesday.